Hello and welcome to a quick video on the first Descendant. So we've got some details of the first season and the update schedule and what's coming up. And I've seen some negativity around the split content basically. And I wanted to talk about that and also briefly discuss what's happening. I see a lot of positive here, but a few things that could have been better. So first up, we are getting the season 1 on the 29th of August, but we'll get the content in 3 staggered releases. So we'll get a first update on the 29th, 26th of September next, and then 30th of October. So first update, we'll have the new Descendant Haley, and we'll have a new dungeon, new season, battle pass, and things like that, new ultimate weapon. Second update, we'll have a new Colossus, ultimate weapon again, and the ultimate Descendant skins. And then the 30th of October, which is the final update, we'll have ultimate Freyna and the exclusive storyline for Freyna, and some modification modules, and the Haley modification modules, which is a bit weird because she's coming in the first update. Her modules are coming in the third. I don't know if this is a mistake, if this is supposed to be ultimate Freyna modules or maybe something. Anyway, and also the in-game merchant who will be taking your, high value parts, ultimate, Descendant extra parts, or the 19 Kyle stabilizers we all seem to have. But yeah, the issue I have with some of the content creators is they have been criticizing this. I've seen this a few times on Twitter, and even when one or two videos, people are criticizing the drip feed nature of this. And personally, I'm okay with this, partly because the roadmap was available from the beginning. Let me just bring this up here to remind everyone. So this roadmap was here from the beginning. Like I've seen this pretty much since the game launched in the July thing. So they are saying here 1 to 3 updates, which is what they're doing. Also, if we see so far, game came out on the 2nd of July. We got a major update on the 31st of July when we got Luna and Ultimate Valby. So they are doing a once a month type of big update thing, and they seem to be sticking with that. So I don't know why everyone is a little unhappy with the split content, because they are doing exactly what they say here in the uh, roadmap. So yeah, that's a little surprising. Second thing I want to say is content creators often play a lot. Big streamers and content creators, they put in 12-hour streams, 16-hour streams. That is not what most of us do. And even though I went hard with the game and it's at launch, I would like to slow down and play a little more casually. Like whenever we get an update, I would like to check it out, play a little bit for a few days, maybe a week, then do other things, come back to the next update. That is how I usually look at these games. Of course, for like full-time content creators and streamers, they need content. So we have to sort of balance the needs of the normal community and the streamers, because the complaints I'm seeing are from the streamers who are constantly playing the game 12, 16 hours a day. And I feel like this sort of burns out the games, and I don't think the devs can keep up with this sort of speed. I don't want weekly updates with new content, new dungeons, new skins. I mean, skins they can put if they want. I won't buy them. But we have to be a little more reasonable. Like this is not something that can be sustained long term. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about the update, because overall I'm very happy with it. Like I said, the only thing that seems a little weird is the Haley modification modules coming in the third update instead of the first one when the Descendant comes out. I still feel like this could be a mistake. Maybe they meant this to be Ultimate Freyna instead of Haley, but we'll see, because this seems a little weird. And also they have been uh, listening to feedback, very up to speed with the update, so maybe they'll switch things around. The big good thing I like is this void fragment farming and the update to this. I'm really happy with this, because this is by far the least favorite of my activities that is available in the game. The farming of void shards, I hate that with a passion. So I'm really happy with this. In fact, what I'm doing right now is farming the amorphous materials and things like that, and we'll do this after the update because it'll cost less, it'll be easier to do, it won't need two different types of void shards, and also doing the void farm once will have enough to do the reactor. So all this is pretty good. Reactor bosses are easier now. So these are all very, very good quality of life changes. There are a few other things here, socket type changes. Okay, it seems we still need to like fully max it out and two different sockets. It's not too bad. A few minor updates, UI, UX improvements, things like that. But overall, I think this is not bad, the update, and also the fact that they are splitting it into three. I think this is good as well. We won't have a ton of content at launch. We'll have a little bit throughout the 3 months. I suppose this is also because they are aware of all the other big releases. Black Myth Wukong is out, and people are playing that like crazy. 2.4 million peak on just Steam alone, and other platforms. PlayStation would have a lot as well. Then next month we are getting Space Marine 2. That should also be a big release in my opinion. And then probably we'll have another Call of Duty or something. I'm not a Call of Duty player, so I don't know, but I think there is one coming out this year, so that will also take away a big chunk of the player base. So this end of the year type of season for new releases, this is where the devs have to be a little smarter. They can't try too hard to compete with the big releases, but at the same time have enough content to keep the players occupied. So I think overall I'm very satisfied with what they are showing here. I'll put a link to this. I won't go into detail too much because there is quite a lot to go through, and you can of course read it on your own. But overall, there's plenty of content. New Descendant, new Ultimate Descendant. The trader is very good, very welcome in my opinion. Big changes to the void fragments. A minor thing on the face of it, but will make life easier, will make farming and grinding for Ultimate Descendants and guns much easier. New Colossus, two new weapons, new Battle Pass. That's the thing that I'm looking forward to see the Battle Pass. I did not buy the pre-season Battle Pass thing because I did not think it was good enough. There was a lot of emotes and minor things that you can get very easily in the game. So if they improve this, if they add like one or two skins, that would be good. And yeah, overall, I'm looking forward to it. I'm happy with how this game is so far. The player base is down a little, but again, this is a quiet part. The early content is out. New games are coming out, so it's understandable. I hope this stays and they can keep an active player base, but I think the player base also needs to be a little more realistic and not expect tons of content all the time. They have to be a little more reasonable. So anyway, just my thoughts, and yeah, overall I'm happy. Let me know what you think as well. But yeah, looking forward to this new update.